Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm your PBS teacher here to help you learn and practice all the skills you need to be excellent readers and writers. I'm so excited that you joined me here today because we've got some learning to do. Before we get started though, I wanted to remind you about our fun activity books. If you would like to have one of these, I would love to send you one. All you need to do is send me a letter or an email right here to the address on the bottom of the screen. And I will get one of these in the mail to you and I'll write back to you. Tell me a book that you're reading or something you would like me to share. I can't wait to hear from you. Hey, I wanted to know, did you know that kids can be authors too? Do you remember what an author is? Right, the person who writes stories. Did you know that you could be an author? You don't even have to wait until you grow up. It's totally true. This book that I've been reading is called Houdini Was. And this story was written by a second grade class. This is about their class pet. It's a hamster named Houdini. Houdini used to be an escape artist. He was a magician. So why do you think they would name their hamster after an escape artist? What do you think? Well, if you'd like to know about the adventures of Houdini, you will love this story. And on the back, look, there they are, the second grade authors of this book. Isn't that the coolest? Maybe you and your class could write a book together. I think that would be excellent. Something to think about. All right, my friends, you can look for this book at your county public library or on Sora. Let's see who's on our top 5 Sora checkout list this week. You know how we do it. We're going to start with number 5. So let's take a look at our chart. Here we go. Turner Tigers. Way to go, Turner. Wow, you are reading a lot. You've been on our list for a couple of weeks now. I'm very proud of you. Great job, Tigers. That's how you get to be an excellent reader, is through practice. And Sora is a great place to check out books for that practice. Good job. All right, my friends, are you ready to get started? We need to wake up our brains. And oh wait, I forgot something important. Because we always start our learning time together by, you know it, we need to train our ears for sound. That's right, because first we have to be able to hear the sound before we can apply it to reading. So today, I want you listening for the R sound. You ready? Okay, I'm going to tell you 2 words, and they do not have the same middle sound. I want you to figure out which one has the R sound. Ready? Okay. Barn, bone. Which one has the R sound in it? Did you hear it? Good listening. That's right. Barn has the R sound. What sound did you hear in bone? Oh, good job. All right, I'm going to make it a little trickier because you are super smarties. I'm going to give you 3 words, and I want you to tell me which one does not have the R sound. So we're kind of switching it up a little bit. Do you think you can do it? I know you can. Here we go. Arm, pat, dark. Which one does not have the R sound? Should I say them again? Okay. Arm, pat, dark. How about arm? Does that have the R sound? Yeah, that one does. How about dark? Does that have the R sound? Yeah, it does. How about pat? No, pat does not have the R sound. All right, let's try these. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Aim, part, dirt. Ooh, turn up those listening ears. Aim, part, dirt. Right, part has the R sound. It's the only one that has the R sound. I should have given you better directions. But aim and dirt do not. Good job. Great listening. Did you figure out what our focus sound is by our vowel game this morning? Yes, it is. That's right. Today and all this week, we're going to be learning about the star card. The star card is what we call an R-controlled vowel because A is controlled by the R sound. So A-R says R. Can you say that with me? A-R says R. So when you see an A in front of an R, I want you to remember that that says the R sound. The R is the kind of bossy one, right? It's making the sound more than the A sound. So let's take a look. We have R right here, and we're going to practice reading some words together. So here I have a word. Let's practice blending it by saying each of the phonemes and then blending them together. So what is the sound or the phoneme sound of F? F. Good. Then when we see this, what are we going to say? R. So let's try it again. F, R, Let's do it a little faster. Farm. Farm. Good. Remember when you're blending, I want you to pretend like you're stretching that word out of your mouth so that you can make all the sounds touch each other, and then you'll hear the word. Farm. A little faster. Farm. Good job. Let's try this word. Are you ready? Do you remember what this sound says? Yeah, that's right. That is our yo-yo card, the Y. Y. Ard. Yard. Yard. Great job. Very nicely done. Now, I was wondering if I took this away, if you could read this one with me. You ready? Let's try it. Far. Far. Like, I bet you live far from me. Or what if I left that there? Look at that word. We have farm. We can make far. Look what happens when I take off the beginning phoneme. Now let's read it. Arm. Hey, that is great. Do you see how when you know a spelling pattern and the sound that it makes, how you can build lots of words and read lots of words with that sound in it? That is exactly why we focus on our sound spelling cards, because we want you to learn the spelling pattern so that you can apply it or use it. That's what apply means. Use it when you're reading and writing. Let's take a look at our practice chart. Today, we're going to practice some of our R words. Now, that is the AR sound. AR says R. Let's say that 3 times so we get it locked into our brain. Are you ready? AR says R. AR says R. AR says R. Great. Some boys and girls in first grade have a little bit of trouble getting that to stick. And if you find that it's tricky for you, I want you to write it down and say it just like we just did. As you say it, trace it. AR says R. So that way you get it locked in nice and tight. Are you ready? Okay, I want you using your good detective eyes to see where you notice the AR in these words. Here we go. Art. Art. Dark. Dark. Barn. Barn. Car. Ard. Hard. Yarn. Yarn. Arm. Harm. And far. Did you see it? Right, I did too. Let me get a pen and look right here. AR says R is at the beginning. In this word, AR says R is in the middle. And in this word, it's in the middle. Where is it here? Right, it's at the end. So the AR says R can be at the beginning of a word, it can be in the middle of a word, and it can be at the end of a word. That's going to help you as you read to start identifying that sound. Okay? All right, good job. Now it's time for us to look and see what are our high frequency words for this week. Do you have any ideas? Let's see if you are right. Here we go. We have 6 words and some sentences. So let's read, spell, and write our high frequency words. Get something to write with. Here we go. 4. That is the number 4. F-O-U-R, 4. Put. P-U-T, put. Large. Large. L-A-R. Hey, did you see it? There's the A-R. L-A-R-G-E. Large. None. N-O-N-E. None. Only. O-N-L-Y. Only. And round. R-O-U-N-D. Round. All right. It's time for us to look at the sentences and see if you can identify which high frequency word is in the sentence. All right, you got your good-looking eyes ready? All right, I know you do. Here we go. There are 4 swings. Which one of those words is our high frequency word this week? Yeah, good job. Woo! All right, how about this one? That shark is large. Good job. There's the word large. Large. I see only one cat here. I see only one cat here. Do you know which one? That's right, only. Super good. Okay, how about this one? I'm going to move it down a little. The shape of the cake is round. Round. What do you think? Yes, good job. Round. I can help put the dishes away. Oh, I love it when people tell me that. I can help put the dishes away. Yes, put. Good job. All right, and the last one, Carl wants an apple, but there are none. Which one is our high frequency word? That was an easy one, right? Because it's the only one left. I'm gonna have to put it down there. Great job practicing and learning today. Well, we have a busy week. I hope you'll come back and see me tomorrow. Remember to write me a letter and look for some AR says R words in the things that you're reading this week, okay? Great, sing with me. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.